Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy State, and we are back. Some of this Gears of War Judgment insane campaign, and we're doing Act 1, Chapter 6, which to me is probably the hardest chapter in the entire first act, because you got to go over here and you got to defend this armor. And then even if you do beat it, like most of the stages in the first act, like if you're able to get through them pretty smoothly, you get 3 stars, automatically. This one is probably the hardest from that standpoint, like for me anyway, as far as beating it and getting the 3 stars. Because I've actually beaten it probably 3 or 4 times where I get 2.5, 2 3/4 stars. But basically I'm just kind of showing where I like to put my grenades and where I like to set the turrets up. Don't forget that there is an ammo box in the back of this room right here that I'm looking at. So if you need ammo, I'd recommend going back there and picking it up, at the start of the entire thing, and then just using the ammo that's closer to you as the round goes on, just so you don't have as far to move. I like to swap my shotgun out for the boom shot, just because I don't really want to be in a situation where I have to use the shotgun, especially on insane. So I just get rid of it. It really doesn't, it serves no purpose to me. And then I just kind of post up over here, like to watch this door, especially try to watch the tickers coming out of the side. Keep this turret stocked to let it take some of the pressure off you as far as attacking the tickers, getting them out of the way. Definitely want to watch for those cantuses, and just try to take out one enemy at a time. If you get a sight on a cantus, try to take them out. Try to watch for the Theron guards. If you see them, watch for tickers coming up, because they will destroy those barriers and they will come after you. But for the most part, if I'm playing solo, I just want to chill over here. Well, not really. If I'm playing with anybody, really, I'd kind of just man this area on this side. And I think I'm playing with my boy Spike here, I want to say. I'm pretty sure he's playing with me. And he's on the other side looking at the other door. So basically, all in between rounds, all I really want to do is just go around, pick up any red clips. And if you have any grenades you want to replant, go ahead and put them down. You haven't good enough time. And then I see this flamethrower guy, so I just want to shoot that boom shot, see if I can take out as many people as I can. Definitely want to go ahead and try to focus on the heavies. The butchers aren't too dangerous, but you don't want, obviously don't want to let them get close to that armor, because they will tear it up. And then just, for me, it's easier if I just kind of man this area over here. And don't forget that there is that onyx box over on the side where that on the side of the steps in between the barrier where the boom shot is. That's over there. If you run out of lancer ammo, there's another lancer right to my left where the stim gas is. And like if you're able to get some good cluster kills, get some headshots or something, or get good grenade kills or whatever, and keep the armor relatively healthy, you should be able to do this one pretty fine. This one right here, this scared the hell out of me, because I did not. He just popped out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna walk over here. What's up?" And I could have died there, but luckily he wasn't shooting at me. And pretty much I'm just gonna use up all this boom shot ammo to take out the tickers. Try to keep them from getting close to me and blowing up, because we have the 3 stars. I'm just gonna use them to clean the tickers up. And that should be it right about there. And then all you gotta do left is just, finish out all the enemies. And that's it. Keep the turrets stocked if you're able to. And, get some good cluster kills, and you should be able to go ahead and run up those 3 stars. Sometimes you'll beat it, sometimes you get 2.5, but I think as long as you have a rhythm down for beating the stage, then you should be alright. 1-7, to me, this was probably the easiest one out of the bunch. And like me and my boy Spike, we did this on our first try, honestly. This really wasn't too bad. I don't really like the Centipedes. The Centipedes are annoying. because seems like once they get on you, they don't go away. And you know, that's really the only part of this stage that I was worried about, the centipedes. We know where all the eggs is. I don't show where all the eggs are, because, you know, in order for me to do that, I had to show where he destroyed all the eggs. And I figured that, you know, if you know where all the eggs are, then there's really no point in me showing all that. So I kind of show just this beginning part where how we ended up dealing with the centipede. Like, basically, if it's chasing you, run the hell away, run away fast. If it's not chasing you, run around back and shoot it in the butt. That's pretty much easiest way to deal with it. You see, he's still chasing me right here. So I'm just going to keep running around until he either latches onto somebody else or until he dies. And, yeah, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. The Retro Lancer is, you know, it's a lot stronger than the regular Lancer, so I recommend having both. But it's up to you. Obviously, personal preference, what you like to use. That's just what I like to pick up against these enemies on this difficulty, because I don't want to be in a situation where I have to use it, so I'd rather just not pick it up. And then I think that's about it. I think we got all the eggs and killed the centipedes. So we're gonna move on in here. And this was the room that I was pretty sure would give me the most trouble, because of how the I normally have trouble in this room, you know, with the centipedes and then everything running at you, and I normally die a lot in this room. But then like, I ran over here and I found this little ledge, and I was like, man, why don't we just kind of man this room over here? And I didn't know you could get up here until, like, I actually walked in here and found out that you could actually walk up on this thing. And the good thing is, the centipedes cannot get up here. So they'll either chase your teammates or they'll sit there and stare at you while you shoot at them and kill them. So that's definitely real easy if you just come in here and just kind of man this room, and either you or your teammate just kind of jump up here and hang out. You got to watch out for those lambent riches. But standing up here makes this part a whole lot easier, as long as you're able to avoid the wretches blowing up near you. I don't remember if there are tickers on this part. I want to say there are. Yes, there are tickers on this part. So you want to watch out for anything that's exploding. But to me, the main problem was the centipedes, and we were able to avoid them. So that part really didn't have too much problems with. This guy, you know, all you got to do is blow these barrels up. He dies instantly. And then all that's left, these flamethrower guys. And this part's pretty easy, because, you know, every time we get to this part, our teammates, all they do, rev their chainsaws and run to the door. And if they did come to the door, we had our guns trained on it. We were able to take them down before they really get anywhere close to us to pose any type of threat. And that's pretty much it for this part. And this one wasn't too bad. Like, destroying the, like, getting rid of those eggs and getting rid of the, I can't remember, centipedes, pretty much will give you all your stars. And if there are heavies coming through that door, I think there are times when heavies actually come through that hole in the wall. You can get your 3 stars pretty easy, so that part's not too hard. And this one, I wasn't too worried about this one. I think we did this on our second try. We went out here, you know, we was just trying to figure out who went where the enemies were coming from. And all in all, didn't really have too much of a problem here. Definitely got to watch out for the wretches. Don't want to stick yourself in a corner. And I didn't mean to do this. I meant to meat shield them, but, you know, hey, whatever. Get some of that. And you know, if you're one of those who likes to move around, maybe you want to take that shield just to keep yourself covered, because it does block the. I think it blocks a couple of the sword slashes. But with the wretches all over the place, I normally just kind of pick a side. I usually take the right side. Spike usually takes the middle. And we just kind of move back and forth. Just kind of manning this area. Meat shield him to take care of these wretches. Take some damage from me, and then we just move on. You got to move up at this part to get the next group of enemies to spawn. Try to get some cluster kills with the grenades. And yeah, watch out for mantle kicks and the maulers. I don't remember if there are grinders here. I don't remember, but I know the maulers are pretty difficult if you're not able to see them. You know, if you are able to see them and you get some shots in on their back, then you know, I mean, you know, get them to focus on one if you're playing with a teammate, obviously. You know, get them to focus on one and one of them run behind. That way you guys can get, you know, take him out pretty quickly because he's always going to have his back turned to one of you. Maybe have the other one shoot him in the feet. Throw a grenade if you have them. But this part wasn't too bad. We actually moved through this part pretty smoothly. And I don't remember if there are lambent wretches here, but definitely want to keep your distance either way. And all in all, these last two stages are not that hard. They didn't really take us much time at all. And you know, as long as you're able to keep yourself healthy and you know take out these maulers fairly easy, you shouldn't really have much problems. Just kind of, you know, I mean, you could if you're that good, you could try to train your lancer fire on whoever's coming through. To me, I didn't really you know, feel that it was too necessary to kind of team up on enemies unless it was a mauler that was kind of bearing down on you. But don't forget that there is a onyx box over there. If one of you guys runs out of ammo or is about to run out of ammo, don't forget about that onyx box. Luckily, I didn't even see him, but luckily he didn't kill me, so we're able to take him out, pick your teammates up, and we already have 3 stars. So I'm just gonna run over there, pick that onyx box up for this last little group of enemies that we have coming up, and not the cleaver. Pick the onyx box up, and you get a free grenade out of that onyx box. And then that's pretty much it. Not that many enemies up here. I think we got wretches, but there might be a couple of Theron guards at the top of the steps that you might have to watch out for. But all in all, it wasn't too bad. Last 2 stages were pretty easy. But definitely, if it helped you, leave me a like or something. Leave me a comment below. But that's it for me. I'll be back with Act 2 soon. I'm out. Catch y'all later. Peace.